Hi, it's me, Bob, again. Just wanted to talk about a few things that I sent an email out to y'all who are on the subscription list. I wanted to talk about the possibility about what's called Mystery Babylon. I realized that something that I said in the past couldn't make sense because I thought that the Catholic Church was considered Mystery Babylon. But if you know my theory about why there won't be any Muslims during the tribulation period, it's because I believe that when we go back to God dealing with Israel, we're going to deal with Israel according to how it was before the church. And before the church age, there weren't any Muslims during the days of Jesus. And because of that, I said that when Daniel's 70th week starts, there's not going to be any Muslims or Muslim influence during Daniel's 70th week. If I have to be consistent and intellectually honest, I would have to say that there can't be a Catholic Church also during that time because there wasn't a Catholic Church during the time before the church. The Catholic Church didn't start till hundreds of years after Jesus was on the scene. So, because of that, I've changed my mind about I keep forgetting this word, the Mystery Babylon, that I don't believe it's going to be Israel. I don't believe it's going to be the Catholic Church. And I'm sort of leaning now toward, believe it or not, New York City. And the reason I mentioned New York City is because of the UN. Because if you remember Mystery Babylon, in Babylon was made famous because of the Tower of Babel. And the Tower of Babel, the main attribute of the Tower of Babel was the fact that they had one language. And if you think about the UN in New York City, I think it's the only place in the world where you could say that almost every country in the world gets together and they have one language with the interpreters. So I think that's a pretty good selling point uh, for Mystery Babylon being in New York City, the UN. Also because of Macron and the secretarial general secretariat general position that might be open for Macron at the UN. But then again, I don't think it's going to be for Macron. I think after much thought that it's going to be for the false prophet because I believe that Macron is going to be operating out of Europe, out of the revived Roman Empire. And if you go back to the days before Jesus, it was Rome, and Rome was ruled by the emperor, and emperor worship was the religion at that time. So I think the religion during the tribulation period, during Daniel's 70th week, will be emperor worship. And again, I think it's going to have something to do with a combination of the UFOs. When they land, according to every movie that I've ever seen, the first place that they always show up is at the UN to talk to the head of the UN, which makes sense. So I believe that the under the guise of the under the leadership of the false prophet, that when the aliens land, well, the fake aliens land, really demons, they will constitute a false world religion. It will take place, in my opinion, under the guise of the New Age movement, if you all remember that from 30, 40 years ago, where everybody was a god except Jesus. That's what they taught. Um, and Jesus was the Maitreya, or Jesus was the ascended master. So when Christianity is pretty much gone during the tribulation period, this new religion will take place, with the help and the aid of the UFO demons, they'll get rid of Christianity, and they'll start this New Age movement with Jesus as the ascended master, and he'll rule and reign from Europe. And I believe that the false prophet will rule and reign from the UN as the Secretary General. And again, because of the Tower of Babel, seems to fit New York along with the commerce that the Bible predicts in Revelation that will happen from the I keep forgetting this Mystery Babylon, uh, which was steeply involved in commerce. New York City, the main commerce center of the world. It's right near a river where boats come and go, and we know how the boats play a big role in Revelation. And so, with all of this happening, with the new WHO treaty that might be happening from the UN, which will codify all of the other treaties and COVID treaties, all of this will start to come together. They'll probably even do away with the American election because they fear that Trump will win. And so all of this will take place. Put that together with Hezbollah in Israel and everything else that's happening. We seem to be coming to a crescendo. And I changed my mind, like I said, thinking that the Catholic Church will be the Mystery Babylon. I really think it might be the UN right now in New York City. Again, there is even a Babylon, New York. I'm from New York, so I'm familiar with the Babylon, New York, but I don't think that's going to have any play in Daniel 70th week. It's just a coincidence. So all of that needs to be discussed. It's all something pretty new. We prophecy people love new stuff. We love to talk about new stuff. I know I do. And this is new, so I'm going to have to investigate it, keep an eye on it from now on. We'll see if some of this happens. I predicted in the past that we're not going to see any of this because it's all going to happen after the Psalm 83 war, after Israel defeats the Arab countries, factor in the Copper Scroll and all the return of gold and silver and the Ark of the Covenant to Israel. So a lot to think about, a lot that's going on. And if you could email me and let me know what you think, that would be great. Okay, thanks.